the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
In motion left comes Williams. Play action. It's Goff. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
In motion right, that's Williams. Again, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll run for the first time to the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watched and said, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. If this offense believes in it, which I believe that it does, they could be the ones to break that streak. And having spent time around this team, I'm starting to believe they're going to get it done. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll go play action here with Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown Bears. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Goff now looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the 50, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Play action. Now Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Gerald Everett, 29 yards.
And the Bears are able to add on to that lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Down the left sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
That is caught.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond,
29 yards.
and the Lions are back within a score.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. A gain of 3, second down.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. And here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And It's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on third down.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw is Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion goes Raymond.
Throwing again is Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter, but this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw, Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He finds his target, Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air once more, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards that time for number 14.
St. Brown motioning left.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play
prior to the second half pick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times...
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
72 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now Goff. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He'll buy some time right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. them right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, here's Williams. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. It's right.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Play action. Now Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, here's Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll go down And the Bears get there for the sack. DeMarcus Walker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here's Williams.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Williams.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Williams going to sneak it, and he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kennard.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Swift. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Now Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.